Come on, computer, boot up, boot up. Having trouble with one of my computers. Well, the gremlins is something. The gremlins are something.
What's up, Gremlin?
How you doing, my brother? Who am I speaking with?
Adiyb Muhammad. What's that?
Oh, you there? Oh, I need you to come live, man. Go into your email. I sent you an email. You got to use that and your computer. Yeah, go in your emails, man. You'll see.
Okay. On my email. Okay.
See
Oh,
it?
join me on. Oh, you're on StreamYard. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to elevate, huh?
Hey, brother, you know what it is, man? I got all this daggone equipment, man. I got to do now to know how to use it.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm in here with a.
It tells you everything.
You see me?
Not yet. Yep, you trying to come here? You are.
There I am.
There be you. Okay. You can your phone give me feedback. There you go. All right. I still trying to. One of my computers ain't booting. Let me go ahead and start the show, man. So I'm gonna take you off screen for a minute, but I'll see you, but they won't see you. Hello, successionaires, and welcome to the national TV and conference call talk show, The Road to Success. I'm your host, Professor William Murray, and as always, the God in me greets and blesses the God in you. The show, The Road to Success, is for you. I'm here because of you helping me with the success of having the show, The Road to Success. 12 years plus, over 1,000 shows, and I'm still here. And this evening shows will be very, I'm telling you now, get your pencil and paper because you are going to need it. You are going to need it. And I always tell you to have your pencil and paper handy. And today's one of them days, baby. Today's one of them days when you're going to need it. Because we gonna lay some heavy stuff on you today. I'm serious tonight. So like I always tell you, if you learn something, we're here for you to teach us. If you know something, we're here for you to tell us. This evening show titled AI and the Truth Untold. We're going to give you some information tonight that is going to rock your world. I was with this brother the other day, and boy, I thought I knew. This brother opened my eyes on a lot of stuff. We had a nice conversation. Supposed to have been about an hour. We was going to have a meeting. Ended up being about 3 hours. So, let me tell you about this brother that I've got coming on. Adiyb Muhammad. Let me tell you about this brother. I've been knowing this brother now for over 30 years. Adiyb has been an acting life business coach for over 14 years. He's the president and founder, and CEO and founder of Black Carpet Productions, teaching entrepreneurs and business principles to actors, writers, and producers of theatrical and film projects to help create income streams when not engaged in creative projects. This is a result of his background as a major account executive, director, and VP of business development, sales, and marketing for internet companies in the 90s, early 2000s, from providing technology solutions to Fortune 500 companies and government agencies. Since coming into entertainment 18 years ago as an actor, writer, producer of theatrical and film production, which evolved into coaching actors. Adiyb is an author of the 2016 bestseller Masters of Success, where entrepreneurs and professionals reveal their secrets to mastering success in health, wealth, and lifestyle. He is the VP of Sales and Marketing for United Filmmakers LLC, owners of African Diaspora Network TV. Their mission is to empower filmmakers of color, particularly African Americans, and African diaspora creators around the world. Being technologically aware of artificial intelligence and the impact it is having on the global economy, he currently teaches AI, which is artificial intelligence, clarity, what it is and what it is not, as well as how to monetize, make money with Chat GPT. You know, he's grateful to partner with the Millionaire Mastermind Institute and Professor William Murray to further empower people in using AI and Chat GPT. You know, my brother, we're going to have, you and I are putting together an event. We're going to let them know more about it when we get a lot of finalities down. But I'm looking so forward, man, when we do this. It's going to be a 4-hour class. You think they can handle it, man? Me and you for 4 hours, man.
I don't know, man. They might.
It's gonna be a lot of heavy stuff that we get out.
Yeah, well, you know, we're gonna do our best to impact and empower people with knowledge and some understanding and some execution strategies. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've been out there for years and years. I've been out there for years and years. Hey, man, do you remember how we met?
When I was a singer, yeah, and used to do the fashion shows and do the shows where you brought in singers. Yeah, that's how we
Yep.
met.
Yeah, and that was over 30. That was closer to 40 years ago than 30.
Wow, man. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, baby, time flies when you're having fun.
It sure does. Have fly when you're not.
Hey, man, what do you say? Time waits on no one. It's going to move
Nobody.
regardless. Because it seemed like just about 2-3 years ago, I was in my 40s. Now I'm in my 70s, man.
Yep. And I'll be 69 about on Sunday.
Oh, my brother, well, happy birthday, early birthday,
Yeah,
my brother.
Brother, thank you, I appreciate it.
You know, if you want to know what it's like to get there, just ask me. I've been there already.
Yeah, I know.
Let's get into this, man. How are we going to start with educating the public, man? What do we want to start off? Because it's so much, man. It is so much.
All right. Well, let's capsulize a little bit. And when I say capsulize a little bit, let's think in terms of what's going on around us as we speak right
Correct.
now. Right. So I'm sure your viewers, anybody that's watching that has done absolutely anything on the internet, anything on YouTube, anything on Instagram, anything on any of the social media platforms, they have seen ads coming from somebody telling them they have a artificial intelligence AI application for them to deal with some type of scenario. Whether that's you're a writer, we got book AI, you this, you that. We can show you how to use AI. It's a specific application for this to make more money, to increase your marketing, to deal with your sales, deal with your operations, right? So my being technologically savvy from watching the internet, because I was a major accounts executive selling internet connectivity back in the 90s, and I watched the internet proliferate. And what happened from the internet proliferating, growing, and exponentially expanding and becoming a regularity in people's homes and in businesses, I watched let's see, for instance, DirecTV used to be called Hughes Satellite when they was providing internet connectivity before they added programming to the internet connectivity in order to come up with satellite television, right? So from my perspective, what I'm watching now, I remember that when the internet first started, I remember when people first started having websites. I remember when people first started creating apps during when Apple was blowing up and you had the App Store. And I've been watching as this AI has taken hold. Like AI right now, artificial intelligence is the new disruptive technology. And what makes the technology disruptive is its ability to be applied in any area of business, any endeavor, anything that you do. So what I do, I teach AI or artificial intelligence clarity, which means before you move into utilizing AI as a solution with the many ways that you can use it, it would behoove one to understand what it is, right? So
Yep.
when we're talking about artificial intelligence, it boils down to artificial intelligence is the ability of machines to replicate or enhance human intellect, such as reasoning and learning from experience, right? Meaning that it basically can mimic or do, in certain instances, a task that's usually associated with people thinking and people doing the task, right? So it's basically that's all artificial intelligence really is, right? It's real simple. It's either computer software or it's robotics that do something that's usually associated with people doing it.
You know, the public, Joe Public, Jane Public, better get ready because this is not coming in the future.
Oh, it's here
It's here now.
and been here. The beauty of it, let me give you a little history. If you was to look at artificial intelligence timeline from 1950, when a gentleman by the name of Alan Turing in Britain came up with the computer, machinery, and human intellect paper he did. And it developed what they call a Turing test, right? That's 1950. In 1956, Dartmouth's conference at Dartmouth College, they had a conference where the term artificial intelligence was first used. And that was in 1956. Now let's jump to 1966. 1966 was the first time that they created a robot called Shaky the Robot. Well, actually, Shaky the Robot was in 1965 in Eliza, which is an early predecessor to Siri or Alexa, based on early what they call early natural language processing computer program, which was in 1966 when you the first time you could literally talk to a computer and it understood what you said. 66, they created Shaky the Robot, which was the first robot that could navigate in a room and then identify going around objects, just like these modern day vacuum cleaners that come
Yeah.
out, go around your room, vacuum, and then put their self back in the port. All that's
Now,
artificial intelligence, right?
if you, but the public doesn't know. Right now, they have computers. I mean, they have robots. What they did, they gave them a ball and put them on a like a field, but not a field, but you know, I would say maybe 20 by 20, and gave them a ball and put a goal at one each end, and let them kick the ball. And right now, they figured out how to get the ball down the field around opponents and score.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because see, but what you got to understand, and this is where people need to really understand what artificial intelligence is. Artificial intelligence can only do what it's programmed to do. The
Right.
programming is what an algorithm is, right? So let's look at it this way. You got computer software and robotics that have been programmed by developers in order to do a particular thing. what happened was, when you come to understand artificial intelligence first, then you understand what they call machine learning, right? And machine learning is how it seems as though the computer is thinking. A combination of machine learning, where the computers learn from the data or the information that it has accessibility to, and from the experience to improve its performance on some task or decision-making process. So what it's really doing is using statistics and probability theory, right? And statistics and probability theory is a part of computer science and mathematics. So it's not really thinking like we think, like sentient beings. But what it has the machine learning coupled with what they call deep learning, which is another subset of machine learning that uses artificial neural networks to deliver accuracy and object detection. That's how I come to speech recognition, object detection, and language translation, which all of these are various aspects of deep learning and machine learning that you can program a robot or computer software to do. Think of neural networks just like we think of our brains, right? Our brains is compiled of neurons, which are the way that the brain operates and connects with different areas of information. So artificial neural networks learn by example, the same way how our brains, we as humans, learn from our parents, teachers, peers, and anybody else we interact with. Right?
You know, the greatest difference between us and that type of technology, I mean, a computer can't compete with our brain. It's just it's faster and it's programmed. But the biggest difference is with us. See, we can reason. Computers cannot reason.
Well, that's true. But what happens is when you have enough data, see, that's where we are today. The reason that AI is so so expansive now is because of the different aspects of how it works, like what you call ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a computer software that works much like a robot that can read, access information, and then respond to what we ask it to do, right?
Yeah, I
So
saw what you did with me the other day, man. I
yeah,
mean,
I
it blew
showed
me
you.
away,
I
brother.
showed you.
It just totally blew me away. So
So
what it does, it takes you to a level that's beyond where you are now, very rapidly.
well, that's the whole thing about how it can't compete with us from a biological standpoint and reason,
Right.
imagination, and creativity. But what it does faster than us is accurately pull the data and then put that data together in the way that we request it to. So it's like having ChatGPT is like having a really, really, really smart research assistant that you ask it to do something, compile some information, or do a task associated with text or images or videos, and it can give you that information just like that. And it's based on your ability to what they call prompt engineer. See, I don't want to get too technical, but I'm going to boil it down to this. Any of us, particularly us, who don't at least have an understanding on who are willing to work with AI in the very near future, in the next 6 years, a
Let's
lot
say
of
the now.
jobs that are going to be eliminated, a lot of jobs as we see right now. You go to the Safeway, you still got a few cashiers, but then you got places, Safeway, Giants, and anywhere else you buy stuff, you can scan yourself out your self-checkout. Self-checkout is artificial intelligence. When you say
Yes.
Google, when you Google something, that's artificial intelligence.
Look at Sirius.
When you talk to Siri, when you talk to
Sure.
Alexa, and you got autonomous cars that drive themselves, and you got all of these things that we interact with every day that are as a result of artificial intelligence. What has happened since 2018 when ChatGPT was able to access billions and billions of parameters of information and data, that changed the game for everybody. Plus, you no longer have to be a programmer or understand code in order to ask the computer to do what you wanted to do. You can just talk to it,
Yeah.
right? So your ability to just talk to it, that's what the GPT in ChatGPT is, generative AI. And generative means outputs emerge in real time and it don't take a long time, right? So your output comes as a result of the input, right? So that's generative, meaning you can get the output in a real time and don't have to wait. Pre-trained is large language models that's given a whole lot of information and it's trained on the meaning of that information, right? And then transformer means it transforms the input modality, meaning that you text or you speak to it, and it comes back, or it changes what you put into it to an output that's different, like text to text, text to speech, music, text to image, text to video, image to image, image to video, and so on. So with that capability, what that does in any job, business operation, is it allows you to be able to access information so incredibly fast that you now can increase your productivity 1,000-fold.
You know, Miss Mills, she put out that AI can still provide false information.
Oh yeah, it does what it does. It's called hallucination, right? So what happens is, and this is where your understanding of how it works and how it operates comes into play. What happens is, the way that it works, if you put in a prompt or you make a request or you're doing some research, particularly if you put in a prompt where you're creating something, the way that it actually works is the same way our brains work. You know how sometimes you're talking to somebody and they saying some things, and because you've heard it before, you can almost guess what they're going to say next.
Yeah.
Right? So in essence, you're predicting what they're going to say before they say it. So the thing about ChatGPT, when you really know how to prompt engineer or make your request or tell it to do a task or request some research information, it's imperative or important that when you make your request and it gives you back what it gives you, you drill down to ensure that it's being accurate in what it is you're trying to get as a result. And you always, particularly if it has to do with creative intent of creating something from the information, then you double check or you go to other sources to ensure that the information is accurate. Because what the ChatGPT is really doing, it's predicting based on its familiarity with certain information, what's the next words that's going to be in the return of the information, is predicting what to say, right? So it'll sometimes come back with information that's not quite accurate. And that's usually as a result of one not knowing how to request information and have an understanding themselves of what it is that they're trying to get as a result.
Yeah,
So you
because
always have to
you
you
almost have to
always
be
have to
exact on it. You really have to be almost exact with what you want.
yeah, you got to add a very you got to add exceptional specificity to what you're looking for as a result. And then even when you get that result, you go to other sources to ensure that that information is correct and it's not a hallucination.
You know that Chat GPT. I'm telling you, man, it's a beast. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a
I'm.
phenomenal tool. It's a phenomenal tool if you
It
learn how to
is,
use it
but
and you understand its
you gotta learn
limitations.
how to use it. You gotta learn
Right.
how to talk to it. You gotta learn what to say in order to get what you want.
Exactly. The more specific you are, first of all, the more you know about the information in the area of expertise that you request and research in, the better. And if it's something you're not quite familiar with, then you really need to know how to get the result that you desire by knowing how to drill down in the prompt, right? So when we talk about prompting is when the way that you talk to it, whether it's you speaking it or you typing it, is the request that you make to get a desired result, whether you want it to do a task or you want it to do some research for you. Now, one of the wonderful things about how it works, particularly as of this latest um, rendition of ChatGPT 4, is that you have the capacity to give it instructions to create images, right? You can tell it, you can give it a role. The most effective way to use ChatGPT is to assign it a role,
Yeah.
meaning a marketing strategist, a writer, a well-known writer that writes like such and such, like Shakespeare or whatever. And that way, when it goes out into the world of data, then it's going to get everything associated. It's going to deal with the data associated with that specific area of expertise. So that way you can assign it a role when you make your request. That's what in the class when we talk about prompt engineering. Um, in a nutshell, from a business standpoint, you have the capacity, particularly if you know anything about marketing, sales, marketing, customer interaction, and operations. You can actually assign a GPT to various areas of your operation. You can automate your entire business if you know what you're doing.
If you ask, I just going to say that, but you got to know what you're doing. You know,
Oh, you definitely got to know what you're doing.
you do. I mean, and the thing is, that what we're talking about now is not the future. It's the now.
Exactly.
It is the now, and it's like a lot of people when they first came out with the internet, a lot of people called it, thought it was a joke,
Oh yeah.
and they laughed and said, "Oh, I never use it. They never going to do nothing." Keep thinking that technology is not advancing, and you're sitting still. You can't. You got to learn. You got to get into the technological realm or world, else you're gonna be left behind. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You are going to be left behind.
And see what it is from our standpoint. When I say myself and others who have taken the time out to really at least have a rudimentary understanding of how to utilize the various AI tools, because there are others, but ChatGPT is the most robust and it's the easiest to work with because it's based on a large language model that translates what you say or what you type into computer language. Computers communicate using binary code. Binary code is zeros and ones. So, in essence, what ChatGPT has done with natural language processing, or what they call NLP, is allow the computer to understand what you say and what you type. So now you can interact with it without having to know how to write code. That right there changed the game as being able to utilize artificial intelligence, generally speaking, as a tool. Like for instance, IBM has a AI software called Watson, and Watson is a super robust AI application, computer
But
software
Washington been out there
application.
for a while. That's not nothing new.
Well, that's what I'm saying. AI is nothing new, right?
No.
And you got to always look at it like this. Now that AI is out here in the world and it's open source and anybody has access to it, you know they formulated, developed, and made it super efficient. The major companies did, right? Because they've been using it for at least 10 years. Watson has been used as a means to work in the medical industry in order to evaluate and go through tons and tons and tons of patients' information and medical records to help the doctors get to a diagnosis faster of what's going on with the patient.
Now let me bring the public up to date on something. You hear this, brother, and y'all been hearing me for a while, and I'm trying to keep y'all up to date on what's going on. I'm trying to teach you how to build and grow. I'm trying to teach you a mindset of success. Adiyb and I have joined together, and we're going to do a class next month in May. Well, not April, it's March, but in May. somewhere around the middle of May, we're going to do a class, and it's going to be limited seating because we ain't gonna have we don't want to have a huge big class, not this time. So we're telling you, if you want information on it and you want to keep notified about it, you can call me at the Institute at 240-619-2019, and I'll keep you informed. Or better still, send me an email at TRTS. The road to at TRTS.info1, the number 1 at gmail.com. And I'll keep you informed when we're gonna do this class. We can give y'all 4 hours, but I'm telling you, you gotta be ready, y'all. We're gonna put some heavy stuff on you. And we're gonna show you how this chat GPT really works. We're gonna teach you how the mindset of how to make it work, how to build and grow your business or your life, how to do tools with it that will advance you above anyone else who's not using chat GPT.
And the beauty of it is, once you learn how to effectively prompt engineer, right? People are getting paid. Last year, people was getting paid $335,000 a year to go into these major businesses and show them how to implement AI in their business.
Yeah.
Right. And now, as a prompt engineer, if you just learn that much of how to really talk to ChatGPT and other AI applications in order to get the desired result, that's $250 an hour. So that's that's what I mean when I say, well, let me show you how to monetize ChatGPT. Because
and we're going to show you all of that.
Monetization comes as a result of your ability to provide value.
Now, what we need for y'all to do, like I say, just email me at trts.info1@gmail.com so we can keep you informed on when it's going to happen, what it's going to cost you for 4 hours, and what's the good thing about it? It's so affordable. It's less than you spend when you go to the movies. So we're telling you, if you don't know and don't understand, this class that we're going to do is where you want to be. This is showing us the seriousness of your business and your life and your mindset. Thank you, Nicole, for putting the email the email address out there. Thank you, dear. I appreciate that. See, Nicole, you know I love you, darling. Ain't nothing you can do about it. We're going to get you. We will keep you in the loop of today's modern technology. We're going to keep you in the mindset to use the technology. I mean, you got to look. Y'all getting ready to go to school. We're getting ready to take y'all to school. I mean, you aren't going to be able to get nowhere else what we're getting ready to offer you. And for that cheap price that we're going to offer you, it's unbelievable. This is showing us who's serious. Because this is just phase 1, baby. When we do the class, it's phase 1. We're going to take you and take you and take you. And if you do right by what we're teaching you, you're going to be all right. You hear the brother giving you information. Most of y'all had no idea about all that information he gave you. All the information I've been feeding you all these years, we're going to show you how to put it together and make your business successful, your business and your life successful. Where there's no way there's no way for you not to be wealthy if you do right by what we tell you and show you needs to be done.
The bottom line is always, if you have a business, period, doesn't matter what your product is, what your service is, or what information that you provide that causes a positive transformation in someone's lives. When you productize, you have to be able to understand how to create leads meaning people who are interested in what it is that you have to offer. And
Yeah.
the key to it is the value of what you have to offer to them, not the fact that you offer it, but can you identify who you do what for, and how does what you do for them benefit them? Like, it's a no-brainer to be a part of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute because of the level of knowledge that you acquire that allows you to execute on various skills that will get you a desired result, particularly if your result is to be successful. It's not, it's like a no-brainer, right? And
it
so
is.
when you have the right mindset, and that's what the Mastermind Institute provides for you, then you can actually execute on things like what I'm telling you about AI, and your understanding of it will alleviate the anxiety of working with it. So everything new, everything that you've never done is new to you when you first begin to do it. A lot of times, the thing that separates people who are successful from those who are not is the willingness to go through the process of becoming familiar with the unfamiliar. Learn
And
something. Learn something. You have to learn something. You have to be able to do something you've never done in order to become someone you've never been.
right. And here's the great thing about it. Now we're going to do this either we're going to do it in DC, and we also going to do it in Maryland. So, but here's the thing. Here's the great thing about it. We can come to your town, to your city. Y'all got, excuse me, I got something in my throat. We can come to your town or your city. All you got to do is email me and say, I'm interested in you coming to Charlotte. I'm interested in you coming to Richmond. I'm interested in you coming to North Carolina, Tennessee, West Coast. Just let us know. And we'll put something together and come to your location.
And the beauty of it is, in my opinion, it's imperative that either you learn it from us or you become familiar from somewhere, but you really need to understand the disruptive aspect of artificial intelligence, because it's going to be everywhere. It has the same disruptive capacity as electricity. When electricity was first discovered and then deployed into the marketplace, electricity is everywhere. You can't do without it. That's the way AI is going to proliferate throughout every industry. And those people who are scared of it are going to find themselves
Left
not
way
being
behind.
able to generate income, not being able to create opportunity for themselves. Because if you're not employing AI in your business in the next 6 years, you're going to be out the ball game. I don't care how good you are, whatever
You're
you
not going to
do.
be in the ballpark.
Right. Because most people who are employing AI, they're going to be able to produce much faster than you, because they're using a tool that allows to increase their intellect and their creativity 1,000-fold while you sitting around still trying to figure it out. That's the reality of it.
And Ms. Mills said it is very helpful with building instructional
Yes.
materials.
Yes.
She's right.
Who is this that's talking? Who is this phenomenal woman that knows these things?
Oh man, she tunes in, man. This is a beautiful lady. This lady is, she's gonna. I can almost guarantee you, man, you gonna meet her because she gonna be in our class.
Okay.
She wants to know, and man, it's so easy for you to have a 6 or 7 digit income if you're willing to put in the work, baby. If you're willing to put in the work.
Yep. Consistency, discipline, and a purpose. And
That's right.
you can't lose with those 3 things.
Now, y'all, I've been bringing on some very, very heavy people lately, and y'all been tuning in. Now, what we need you to do is share this out. We need you to share this out and subscribe to my page. Subscribe to the page. Because that way, every time I come on the air, you will be notified. This brother's coming back. It's not his first time on my show, but the first time we got deep into something like this. Because we always have deep conversations, him and I get together. I mean, it's amazing. If y'all would just sit and listen to some of our conversations, It would blow your mind.
Well, I know one thing we can't forget. I got to touch on this. I'm one of the principals of the African Diaspora Network TV streaming platform, which is a streaming platform for African American, and African diaspora creators, filmmakers of film and television programming. We need you, the people out there, to understand how important it is for us and for you to support us as a Black business. Meaning, we know that Tubi, you see all of this Black content on Tubi. You see all of these Black movies on Tubi. Did you not know that Tubi is owned by the Fox Corporation?
Well, I'm gonna blow
Let me
your
say
mind when
that
you
again.
visit this.
Tubi is owned by Fox. So all of those subscribers, all those viewers who are going in and watch Tubi, yeah, it's free. But where they make their money from is the advertisers who, because so many of y'all are watching it, they made an announcement a couple of months ago that they had 24 million viewers. And those 24 million viewers, believe it or not, a large percentage of those viewers are Black men and women who watching because they got all of these Black movies on there.
Yeah.
Right?
Now,
So,
I'm gonna shock y'all with something else. I'm gonna shock
wait,
y'all with
wait.
something. Everybody loves Patty LaBelle and Patty Pies.
Oh,
Everybody loves Patty Pie. They sold $200 million worth of Patty Pies. Patty didn't make those pies. She didn't use they didn't use her recipe. Walmart owns Patty Pies. Walmart.
so they licensed her name from her for
Her name, right?
$20 million. So she got 10% of the 200
10%
million.
of 20 million.
Mm-hmm.
200 million, which is 20 million. Y'all think that's a lot of money? Well, hell, if I'm making 200 million off of you, I'll gladly pay you 20 million.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, everybody rush to the store getting Patty Pie, not even realize that that's Walmart.
Well, the other thing is, All Black. I like All Black. All Black is, good station. They Black targeted too. But did you know that All Black is owned by AMC Networks?
Well, look at BET now.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Who BET owned by Viacom, man?
Yep, you're right.
So what I'm saying, and I'm being very straight up, we need you Black businesses out there to advertise with ADN TV. We need you Black men and women who want to support Black programming, meaning that you helping Black filmmakers make money. And it's a $60 a year subscription. Now, that's not a lot of money. That's $5 pretty much.
$5 a month.
So what I'm asking and imploring you to do is understand the ecosystem of success. Byron Allen showed us the way by him controlling and buying and purchasing major media, right? And you know who Byron Allen is.
Hey
right?
man, people didn't understand when he said he was going to buy the Weather Channel.
Right.
300 million.
Mm-hmm. And look at what their Weather Channel was. Anyway, but my point is, as an up and coming streaming platform, and we're about to do some major things for you as the audience by merging with a fast channel, which means free ad supported television like a Hulu or Pluto. Pluto TV is the biggest fast channel out there, whether you know it or not. Right? And they owned by Pluto. Pluto TV is owned by Paramount Global. Right? So what I'm telling you is, in order for us to truly have a Black-owned network that's owned by Black folks, by brothers from America and brother from Ghana, meaning from Africa, and we can control the narrative, meaning we make the decision of what filmmakers, projects, what music. We even created a military channel for Black veterans. Right? We created an all theatrical channel for all these Black theatrical producers who want to see their Black theatrical productions on TV. That's on Apple TV, on Amazon, on Roku, and on both mobile devices. So we need your support. So check out African Diaspora Network TV and pull us up. Even
Now,
if you go to AfricanDiasporaNetworkTV.com. We need your support because we're building something here. In order for us to survive over time and put money and jobs back into our community, then we need your help. It's just that simple.
You know, every week I come on and I tell them, y'all, I've been on for 12 years, over 1,000 shows, giving you vital information. And I need your support. I need your support. So I'm saying, if you can just send me $25, and you can do it through Cash App at $W Murray, $WMURRY, $25. Or you can send it through PayPal, paypal.me/MM Institute. You can send it through the mail. It at P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland 20753. That's P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland 20753. Y'all, I want to stay on there. I want to grow this. You see what Roland Martin did. He came on asking people to send him $50. Now look where he's at on Black Star Network.
Yeah, well, you know, my man Roland, I know Roland personally. Roland is a phenomenal.
I know him very well.
Right. And he told a story. He had a rant, if you will, about Tubi and how Tubi used people, how they use Black people in order to build their network. And I don't have anything against Tubi, but I'm just wanting people to be very, very, very clear as to who owns what and where that money is going. That the money that they make, those millions of dollars they make because of all the Black folks that's watching there, are they putting any of that money back into the Black community, creating or building anything?
No, because they aren't using none of all it for advertising to Black programming. Look at me.
They did the same thing.
I'm out here coming out of pocket.
Right. They did the same thing. They did the same thing with Fox Network back in the Living Color days. And Black shows that they had. As soon as they started making a substantive amounts of money, right? Then where those shows go, you know. And I mean, as a business, I understand what they're doing. They cultivating an audience and they bringing eyes because advertisers want their products on stations that have a lot of eyes. But how can you get there if you're not worth $440 million? Because that's what Fox paid for Tubi. They paid the guy named Masood $440 million in order to buy Tubi from him. Because
I want the public to tell me something. Why is it that I can't get them to send me a little measly $25 or more for me to stay on the air, to bring people like you on, Adiyb, to bring people like when I had J.R. Finley talk about stocks, and the other people I got coming on. You know what is it? Who are you telling about the show The Road to Success? Who are you telling about? It don't cost you nothing to tune in. I'm asking for you to send donations to the show The Road to Success. Cash App at $W Murray. And at paypal.me/MM Institute. Or by mail at P.O. Box 47438 to District Heights, Maryland 20753. Why am I struggling? And I've got thousands of people tuning in a month. Do you hear me what I'm saying? I've got thousands of people tuning in a month. Why come y'all won't send in just $25 or more? Or more. So I can build mine and I can give y'all more of what I'm giving you.
Well, you're doing the right thing, bro. Because see, all we can do is do the work. And you keep doing the work, they'll appreciate it. There's gonna be a certain percentage of exponential growth that happens, and those people who support and who are there for you are gonna be there, and that's what we depend on. That's why I come on your show, because you provide phenomenal information to people. Because it's not really easy to get me to come on anybody's show for real.
Well, hey, brother, I know, but look how long it took for us for you to have time to come on the show tonight.
Yeah, I mean, because between building a network, working in theater, working in film and television, and believe me, building my partners and I, we built African Diaspora Network TV out of our own pocket. We just now beginning to do a first funding raise, as all businesses do as they grow. So
let's do this, Adiyb. Let's do this. I'm gonna open the lines. Anybody out there got something they want to say?
Or
anyone out there? Huh? Somebody out there talk to us. A closed mouth and closed mind never get fed. Anybody out there got any questions or something they want to say? I'm looking at all these people online, Adiyb, and nobody's.
All right,
see what I'm saying?
Let me ask this question: does anybody within earshot? Are there any questions about artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, algorithms, machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, anything having to do with the way it works and how it could potentially work for you? If you can tell me your use case, I can pretty much tell you what to do.
And now Mr. Lee says, wow, the information we get from MMI. Thank you, Professor Murray and Mr. Muhammad. You will receive my donation this week. Who will follow my support for MMI? Ms. Lee, I want to thank you for that, dear. See, I got people that support me.
I tell you
but
what,
I'm not getting enough people to support me.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I am the author of the book Masters of Success, where other entrepreneurs, and I mean some of these entrepreneurs have billion-dollar companies, $500 million companies, $800 million companies. If you send Professor William Murray a donation and you give Professor William Murray your email address, I will email you a free copy, an ebook of Masters of Success. And if you
read y'all hear that,
I guarantee it'll help change your mindset.
Now, did y'all hear that? See that's what working together does for you. That's what working together does for you. Y'all don't see what they don't realize, Adiyb, is what it takes for me to put this show on. What it takes for you to take the time to be a guest on my show. You giving up something else to be here for this hour. And it takes more than me just coming on and here I am. It takes a lot of work, research, study.
So make sure the young lady that says she's gonna send you the donation, make sure you get her email address. She's gonna be one of the first ones to get an ebook for sure.
All right, I'll make sure. Now y'all hear that? See what this brother done offered, and it's a best-selling book. It is a top. Is what was on the what was where you had it when you put it out?
It's an Amazon bestseller.
Yep, Amazon bestseller
in several business categories. My book is at the Stick Library at the United States Patent and Trademark Office, which is the Science, Technology, and Information Center for the U.S. government. That book is in that library. And I'm proud to say that because, I didn't realize that until not too long ago.
And that shows the value. See, they saw value in your book. They saw value in your book.
Yeah, because
you can ready to give it away for free. All you got to do is make a donation to the show. I appreciate that, my brother.
Well,
and I'm telling y'all, next month now, when I come on in the next week or two, we're going to let y'all know about where we're going to be. And the time is going to be a Saturday or a Sunday for 4 hours. 4 hours. So we hope you can handle us for 4 hours. We gonna lay it on you, baby. We gonna lay it on you. You gonna walk out of there. If you're the same person when you walk out that you were when you came in, you got a problem. I love this brother. Him and I have done many things together. Christine said, I think this is great and valuable information. I'll be sending you a donation. God bless you.
Make sure
And
you
I'm
get
sure.
her email address. I will definitely be sending her a book.
And if you send the donation, we get your email address. When you
Mhm.
if you pay it on Cash App, I get it. And if you send it through PayPal, I got your email address.
And
If
if
you
they send
mail
it
it
through,
to me, just
and
put a
if they
little
send
note
it
in there and
through
put that
Cash
information
App,
on there.
if they send it through Cash App, make sure they put in the Cash App notes their email address.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or call us at the Institute 240-619-2019. That's 240-619-2019. What did I tell you when I opened up the show? You need a pencil and paper because look at the information he gave you. I mean, I know he gave y'all some information y'all had no idea about.
Well, let me reiterate 4 things that people need to know about when it comes to artificial intelligence. One, you
Okay.
need to know, let me simplify everything for you. One, you need to know that artificial intelligence is just the fact that computers, software, or robotics do things that are associated with tasks that's usually associated with human beings. That's artificial intelligence in a nutshell. As a part of that, you got machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, right? Those are all aspects of how it is that it seems that the software is thinking. And like when you engaging in chat, most chats are artificial intelligence chat bots that you talking to that sound like people, right? So those are ways that they increase their productivity in their business. Number 4, which is the main thing I think people need to really understand what an algorithm is. An algorithm is the set of commands that are followed by a computer in order to perform either calculations or some other problem solving operation or some particular task. In other words, a programmer programs an algorithm, and an algorithm is the instructions, step by step instructions, right? Like, let me give you an example of a human algorithm. A human algorithm is when you do your laundry and you separate your colors from your whites. That's a step that you do while doing your laundry. So that's an algorithm that you are actually engaged in. So if you was telling somebody how to do laundry and you told them separate your whites from your colors, you had just programmed them as to what steps to take to separate it. And that's what algorithms as it relates to what the developer tells or the programmer tells the computer software or robot to do, right? So all of this applies to both mathematics and computer science. So, at the essential level, an AI algorithm is the programming that tells the computer how to learn to operate on its own, the step by step instructions. So, it's not really complicated. And the reason if you get clarity of what artificial intelligence is, it makes it much easier for you to figure out how you can use it as a tool for your productivity in any area having to do with text, text to voice, text to image, text to music, text to speech, and a whole bunch of other things you could do and achieve with it as a tool. Adiyb Muhammad here from Black Carpet Productions, United Filmmakers, and African Diaspora Network TV. Here, joining the phenomenal Professor William Murray at the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. I am so grateful to be here because this brother has been one of my inspirations for years, and I love exchanging information that can help you become a better version of you.
Daniel just sent a message saying Daniel will be donating on Friday. Thanks. And Miss Mills, who's been writing all the notes, she says, I provide support services, so I am trying to understand how it is currently being used to provide those services. Drafting letters, taking and sending messages. It's there, y'all. When you go on my page, you're going to see this. See, here's the great thing about this. We're on 7 social media sites right now, live. 7 live right now. And I tell you to go on, put your business and put your name, the name of your company, and what you do and how people can reach you. It don't cost you a dime. All you got to do is just go on there and do it. And I got thousands of people going to see that.
Well, let me tell you this.
Nationwide.
Let me tell your audience what's available to them that you know of. My class, I do a class every Thursday and Friday for 2 hours from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. The first day on Thursday is AI clarity. I get a lot deeper in everything that I touched on so that you really understand it. The second day is ChatGPT monetization day. Show you how to set it up, how to use it, how to talk to it, and how to get the desired result. It's only an investment of $150. That $150 investment, I guarantee you, from what I show you on Friday, you could walk out the door and within 2 weeks to 30 days, you could begin to make thousands of dollars. And within a year or 2, you can begin to make millions of dollars.
It don't get no better than that.
So I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that if you're interested, send me an email to Adiyb at adiybmuhammad.com. That's ADIYB at ADIYBMUHAMMAD.com. Or you could just come through the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. And make sure if you contact me and you heard it here, make sure you put MMI in the email to let me know that you learned about it from Professor William Murray's show.
And I see Lady T is on. She's in Tennessee. Man, we got them all across. I got people in Texas, Carolina, California. I told you this is national. This ain't no joke.
What question
And
do
people
they
don't.
have?
I don't think they realize, man.
Questions? Are there any questions?
Yeah. Are there any questions? Anybody want to talk to us
at
real
all?
quick?
Or comments or questions? We'd love to hear it.
And see, you know, man, and I say this almost every show. Joe Madison taught me, man, that every 100 people that tune in, you might get 3 to speak. We got more than 100 on here. Nobody's, and I know you gave them heavy information.
Oh, well, it's all right. Sometimes things have to marinate.
Yeah. And Christine says, I will share your info with others. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. I really do appreciate it. But y'all got to help me grow, y'all. If y'all want me to keep doing what I'm doing and give you the knowledge and the brilliant minds on my show, y'all got to help me. I can't do it all. I can't succeed without you. Adiyb can't succeed and make you wealthy without you. So y'all, him and I done hooked up, go do this class in May. Y'all, but in 2 weeks, we will probably give you the information, and you better jump on it quick. You better jump on it quick. Because it ain't gonna be, we're gonna take, it's gonna be limited seating, or we want to have a 200 or 300 seat, and we could do a 200 or 300 seat location, but we don't want to do that. Not yet. Not yet, because we want to get this down pat to you. You heard how he went today, how he did today. Y'all been hearing me for 12 years, but y'all ain't heard me do my classes. I'm just giving you information. You ain't heard me when I do my classes. I gets into you, baby. My brother, I want to thank you for coming on and doing what you did.
Thank you, brothers, for having me. I'm always.
And I'll bring you back before we do our class. When you coming back, and we're going to let them know what's going on. And my brother, you know, it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. And you know I love you, man, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
I love you too, bro.
Thank you. Hang on, man, because I'm going to sign off, then I want to talk to you for a minute. Can you hang on? Okay. Y'all know in closing, I always tell you, if you push me, I'll pull you. If you pull me, I'll push you. It's not going to matter whether I'm pushing or I'm pulling y'all. We're going to get there together. We are going to see, we're getting ready to take you to a whole nother diaspora, baby, to a whole nother level. And I'm telling you, I always tell you that truth and fact are undefeated since the beginning of time. And the truth is, I love you. And the fact is, ain't nothing you can do about it. Spread the word, y'all. Share this out. Subscribe to my page, because that gives me power. Yes, Christine, you want to know it's going to be a Zoom class. Yes, we're going to Zoom it out too. Oh, you're going to be able to get into the class. Trust me. This is going to be national. We're going to Zoom it, and we're going to be live. So, yes. So, until next time, y'all, God bless, and keep working on your road to success. Until next time, everyone, God bless.